How'd you start your day that time?
It was about 6 o'clock in the morning. I heard the bang. Sergeant Hill goes, I think that was incoming. I was still pretty tired. I said it's outgoing. Then another one, and it was incoming. So we got up, we threw our gear on. I went into the other room, make sure all the other guys are getting up, putting their gear on, and turned on my radio to listen to what was going on.
And what was going on?
You heard a lot of small arms fire. You heard the RPGs starting to come in. You could hear rounds hitting the top of our roof, and trucks started going low on ammo very fast.
Did you have any warning of what was going to happen?
Of that whole day, no. Nothing to constitute how big it was and how long it lasted.
Talk me through the day. What'd you see, hear, feel? Where were you? What were you doing? What were the other men around you doing?
Well, as soon as we got the call on the radio that the trucks needed ammo, we started pushing out to the ASP, and
please try not to use like ASP, stuff like that. Use like,
ammo point.
Station or ammo point or something.
We pushed out to the ammo point, and as soon as we walked out our door, the rounds were, you could feel the rounds hitting the building as you're running by them. And we knew they were actually shooting at us. So we got to the ammo point, started, I was the first one there. I started pulling out ammo, handed it to the guys, direct them which truck to take the ammo to. And every time we made an ammo run, we met back at our barracks. And then after that, we started getting pinned down by a sniper at our door. So we couldn't even get out our door unless we popped a smoke grenade, and then we could push guys out again. So every time I went to the ammo point, I grabbed at least 2 smoke.
Describe what it was like to run through that fire.
You'd run through it, but you knew you weren't going to stop. You just had to keep pushing through it. You could hear the guys on the trucks calling for the ammo, so there was no stopping. You kept moving. You kind of ignored it, put it in the back of your head. You could feel the concrete breaking off the buildings, but you let it go and kept moving.
And when all of a sudden you realized there were men, how'd you know the enemy was in the water?
I was at the ammo point, and someone called it up over the radio. I'm not sure who, but you could see the trucks getting hit with the RPGs from very close range, and you actually see them running around out there, and you could see the enemy going from point to point, trying to pick up our equipment. And the reason why I know they were picking up our equipment because I found it the next day when we pushed out farther. We found a 203 bandolier. We found ammo. Found a lot of different stuff. So.
How was the enemy moving?
Most of them were pretty much by themselves. They were like scattered all over. They weren't moving, and they weren't really bounding, but they definitely had a lot of cover fire for them because they had a lot of machine guns up on the hills, and you could see the rounds impacting in the open areas. So you try and want to stay away from that.
Was there at any point that the ammo point itself was overrun?
One of the runs I made, after they were in the wire, myself and 4 other men moved up to the ammo supply point, and we knew they were in the wire, so I stopped at the corner, and they were already starting to engage that area. And the ammo point was in a pretty secure place, had a lot of cover around it, so for them to engage it, they pretty much had to be in the wire. And we took a few RPGs right, like within 5 feet away from us.
What's it like to take an RPG like this?
Not fun. It is not fun. I took some small shrapnel to my shins, and it's a sound you'll never get out of your head. It's a loud bang followed by your ears ringing, really loud.
Were you able to get ground reinforcements at any time?
Like our QRF?
Yes.
Yes, it was, QRF came about, I'm not even sure of the time, but they came later that evening, pretty much after we got everything secure. But our guys were so tired from all day of running and shooting, and no one had a chance to even take a knee, just to catch their breath. Everybody was moving the whole day. So,
Well, describe the state of your soldiers at the end of the day.
at the end of the day, worn out, kind of brokenhearted that, you know, we lost a lot of our friends that day. Just beat down, ready to get out of there.